The Ovolo The Valley is a beautiful hotel, and Rachel Lachetti has done a wonderful job in creating these different hubs that people can experience during their stay.
They say that great architecture is like frozen music. Well, here at the Ovolo in Brisbane, they've actually gone with a rock and roll theme. And in terms of the overall design, this is an architectural jam session. Now, any place where you're greeted with a giant magnolia on entry, I know you're in for a treat. Rach, what are we looking at?
The owner is really passionate about installations, unique installations, taking you out of your comfort zone. It's meant to be quite immersive, so that when you come in here, you sort of feel quite dwarfed by the scale of it all. The way we approach the design of these spaces is it's sort of an unfolding of spaces you'd see in something like a big rambling house, something like the gaming Cluedo, you know?
Right.
With the conservatory, you've got the library.
Into the kitchen area, and it's almost like a stage set changing.
Yeah, exactly. So in the morning, they set up this kitchen table with all of the fruits, fresh breads and things, and you can help yourself at the kitchen table.
Wow.
So this is a bit of a private dining space. You can book this out right near the kitchen and enjoy it with a bunch of friends.
Yeah, I love this. Every door opens up onto another surprise.
That's right. And here we are in the harem.
Now, Rach, I've often thought of creating a harem suite. What are the key elements?
Just comfortable, curtains, and then just that real plush sort of element as well.
Welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you, mate. What are we looking at?
We're doing some fresh and vibrant vegetarian dishes. All the food and everything that we're doing, it's elegant but simple. Big flavors, but not overcomplicated. Yes, behind the scene we might smoked it and sous vide and did all this chefy stuff, but to the customer it's a beautiful cauliflower, right?
Yeah, right. I think something's on fire. These are the Rockstar suites. And Steve, you're my Access All Areas map.
That's what I try to be. AAA pass.
Tell us about the decor.
So we're really lucky we've been able to work with an amazing architectural and design firm, the world-renowned Woods Bagot. So across our hotels, we've got amazing art and design. Particularly in this hotel, it's been curated by Kathleen Wilson, our art curator.
Now, good interior design and good architecture is always based on a strong concept, and this is rock and roll in here.
Absolute rock and roll. Across all of our Ovolo properties, there's a bit of a music cue that comes through, and we just love having fun, and music's a big part of it.
Let me guess who this is. This is Prince.
Absolutely. Purple Rain. So obviously this is where the rock star parties happen, but let's go have a look where the magic happens.
Oh dear, I can just imagine, Steve. Some of the rock and roll stories in here. No televisions out the window, I hope.
No televisions out the window, but some great music being played, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You've got custom-made art deco shelves with little curiosities in them which represent Prince and the music that inspired this suite as well, and down to the bed heads, which again has that art deco cue as well.
Yeah, and this is only one rock and roll suite.
Absolutely, there's another one, Major Tom, after Bowie.
Nice. There are a lot of ideas and styles colliding here at the Ovolo in Brisbane. It's almost like a compilation album of interior design. It's rock and roll, it's eclectic, but I like it. Yes, I do.
The Old Clare Hotel. Now, this is a surprise, but it's lovely to see how an old pub has been reused and repurposed as a 69-room hotel.
It's had a faithful restoration, and I think the application of even the new interiors fit really comfortably within the space.
Every city has one, a creative precinct where the cool people are. You know, the artists, the hipsters, the bohemian, unique thinkers. Well, here in Sydney, that place is Chippendale.
Chippendale is a great area. It's been a bit of a secret, I guess, for people that don't come from Sydney. Locals have been coming here for a long time, go to the art galleries, go to the cafes, pubs that are around. And the Old Clare, I guess, allows people now to also come into this neighbourhood and really experience this part of Sydney.
This was part of a much bigger project, wasn't it?
Yes, well, it was part of the redevelopment of the Carlton United Brewery.
And we've got two buildings. We've got the old pub.
Yes.
And then we've got the old office admin building.
Yeah, so this was the administration building, it built in different times. So the Old Clare Hotel was the more sort of deco styled. And then this building, what was called the Carlton United Brewery Administration building, was a much more sort of Victorian building, which was for offices. and they're kind of merged together at some point.
And what's happened here? You've got a big hole in this wall.
Yes, so this is very much about unbuilding.
Unbuilding.
Yeah, so we've literally taken this fantastic old brick shoebox and we've sliced a piece out of it, which allows the new walkways to come into it.
Oh my goodness. Tim, this is gorgeous.
It's amazing, isn't it? So this was the Carlton United Brewery's boardroom. So this is where all the big decisions to do with beer were made. In fact, one could argue this room determined the state of the nation.
It's all original too, so everything's the same as it was back in the day.
Yeah, so we sort of did nothing. And then we brought in all of the kind of creature comforts that we need today, such as lovely air conditioning, good lighting, great sound system. It would have been one of a series of rooms, so that there would have been a dining room next door to it. And you can see here that the door's been left open and a little bit of the street art has come into the building, a lovely piece by Scott Marsh. Can I show you the bathroom? It's an amazing cultural time capsule. This was the bathroom that was used for the boardroom.
But it's men's only.
Yes, so that's the thing. That's why it's such an interesting cultural time capsule, because you realise the decisions to do with beer were actually made by men.
I'll just hold back on that one.
Yeah. And then, of course, we move into here, which is the real bathroom. And the fun thing about this bathroom is that we're inside, looking inside.
So this is a new little pocket on the outside of the building.
Yes.
This bar feels a lot like the old days. It feels really authentic.
Absolutely, and that was really important to us as well. So when we first took over the bar was actually located along the back wall. However, as you can see from the ceiling, it gave us the clues where actually the original bar was located. And there used to be something called the 6 o'clock swill. In the olden days, pubs were not open for as many hours as they are now. So people finished work at 5 o'clock, had 1 hour to drink and really rushed. And so the publicans really built their pubs to that requirement of serving as many people in that hour as possible.
And then what about these tiles? They seem very Sydney to me.
Again, a practical reason for those tiles. What you would do at the end of the night, you'll see a number of hose connectors that are still existing, is that you would connect a hose and you would wash the entirety of the pub down. For us, the history of not only this hotel, but also the neighborhood and how the hotel can facilitate someone from the outside to come into this neighborhood was really important.
So we're getting a very authentic taste of old Sydney at the Old Clare.
I'd like to think so, yes.
I like what Tim the architect was saying about the idea of unbuilding. It's about taking history and old bones like these to create something new. They've achieved that in spades here, retaining much more of the old than most would dare, to create something vibrant and modern and a place where the cool people want to go.